Hi, this is SuperLadyCher, and you're watching I Like It, Healthy, and Whole. And today we're going to talk about being single. And for some people, that's going to be a broad topic because you have many stages of being single. Okay, you have the single person, the virgin that has never been in a relationship with someone. You have the single person who has engaged in sexual intercourse and is now not in a relationship. You have the single person that was once married and is now divorced and now they're single. I mean, you have so many different, ways or states of being that a person can be single. How do you do it? How do you be single? Not only how do you be single, a big question for people is how do you be single and not have sex? You see, we don't want to talk about that in church. We want to tell everybody to pray and, oh, it's going to be okay, baby. And yeah, it is. And you should pray. And you should do a lot of proactive things. But the truth about it, it's real. It's real. You're going to want to experience the things that you've experienced before. That's going to be your flesh. How do you counteract that? You know, do you just become, because I see a lot of females do it, you know, they just become this bitter spinster, you know, that has decided, you know, that it just wasn't God's plan for me, you know, and I don't know all about that. I know what my desire is. My desire is to have a husband. Okay? That's my desire. Okay? Oh, wow. It's like, is God coming to go against everything that He created for us? He created women for men, you know, and for us to be together. When you look in the Bible, those men that committed themselves to ministry, most times in the Old Testament, they became eunuchs. Do you know what a eunuch is? That means that that man went and had a procedure and got a great portion of his manhood cut off. So that, why did he do that? Okay, you sign up to serve God. Okay, you believe that you're not supposed to have sex with a female, and so why don't you just not have sex? You know why they got it cut off? Because it was going to be very hard for them not to do it with it there. They cut it off. So child, I guarantee you, you can't do nothing with it. You know, if you got them emotions, you look down and you say, yeah, I don't even have the equipment anymore. So you can't tempt me with that one, devil. Yeah, because they were real with theirs. Now, how many people, how many men you know gonna go and get their manhood chopped off? I don't know, too many. Okay? How many women you know gonna go get their stuff sold up? I mean, we don't want to talk about it, but it's real. It's real life. It's not happening. Okay? Now, you can convince yourself all you want to is, oh, I'm waiting on God and da-da-da-da. And for a female, the first time that fine man comes by, you know just how you like it. Oh, because you know there's a way that you like it. Just how you like it. You tell me how realistic that not having sex is going to be. And everybody's dealing with stuff inside their little space, you know, and they're continuing to smile and shout and speak in tongues. But baby, Cher ain't gonna lie to nobody. I am challenged with that single thing, you hear me? Now, does that mean I'm gonna just go off and do whatever I want to do? And no, because I have a commitment to God. You know, oh yes, help me Jesus. But I'm glad I have a strong support team around me. I have those who hold me accountable, you know, and you're going to need that. You're going to need that right now. You don't need nobody in your ear saying, child, just go ahead, you know you want it. And no, you don't need nobody in your ear with that foolishness. You know, you don't need nobody saying God understands and he already knows. No, you don't need nobody in your ear with that foolishness. You need somebody that's going to say, child, there was nights when I done got all worked up. You hear me? Them thighs get to trembling. Child, you know what? I had to get up and I had to go take me a shower. You know, I had to do something. You know, you need somebody that's gonna keep it real with you. Okay? Everybody's dealing with it however they have to deal with it, in the way they deal with it. You need somebody that's dealt with it and is willing to be honest with you about dealing with it. Yes, I pray, people. I fast. I cry out to God. Maybe I could stand to do that a lot more. Maybe that's what I'm going to get into. But on those days when I have to lay down in my bed and I feel lonely, I got to do something about that. I can't just act like it don't exist. I got to deal with it. The Bible says, be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and perfect, acceptable will of God. The Bible said that Jesus came and was tempted in all like manner, as such we are tempted. The Bible says we will be tempted, but God makes a way of escape. I got to take that way of escape, people. Okay, so right now, Cher can't date. Because if I be honest with myself, yeah. So, yeah, I can't date. Because the bottom line for me is, I'm not a girlfriend. You know, I'm not a girlfriend. I'm a wife. I'm a good thing. Okay? Did I always know how to be that? No, I didn't. But now that I do, I have to do what I know how to do. Because the Bible says that anything that you know to do right and you do it not, then that's the sin. I can't go back to an unregenerated state of mind or being and say, you know what, I want it, so I'm going to get it, I deserve it. I was feeling like that for a minute. I was like, God, you know, I try to do the right thing, you know, and, you know, I just, yeah, it's, talk to him about it. And that's another thing. Be real with God, okay? As much as you talking to other people on the phone, you better get off that phone and you better really start getting in detail with God and explaining to him what's going on with you. See, the mistake we make is we say God knows everything. Yes, he knows everything, but he needs permission to come into your life and do what he needs to do. You want to be kept, he will keep you. But you got to explain to him in the ways and great detail, as much detail as you can go into. You don't want to say something to God, child, he created everything. You know, it's like your mama used to tell you when she came busting in you on the room and you was, you know, naked, you try to cover up your little stuff, and she would say, child, I brought you in this world. I done seen all your little stuff before. No matter how old you get, you know, that's what God is saying. Child, I brought you here. I know what you're going through, but I need you to talk to me about it. Okay? You is not going to be single, stay single, and not have sex if you don't start talking to God about what's going on with you. Okay? I don't know how it feels to be a virgin anymore. Okay, that was a long time ago. Okay, I'm not a virgin. I've had sex before. Now I hear people say about these prayers and God making us chaste again, and okay, yeah, God can. Is there anything too hard for God? No, it's not. Nothing's impossible for God. Okay, but that's not my prayer. Now I want to stay chaste. And I want to stay whole while I'm here in my singlehood, but I don't want to stay that way. I'm not going to start lying to myself and say, child, I don't need no man, because my man is Jesus. I love me some Jesus. Yes, I do, but yeah, I could stand to be a wife, a good thing, to someone lovely that God would allow and would bless my union, and it would just be such a beautiful thing, and that is my heart's desire. But while I am single, I will do what I need to do to be single and to be pleasing to God by my faith. Do I understand it? Do I have emotions? Yes, but I'm learning right here in my singlehood that my emotions are not supposed to rule me. I am supposed to rule them. The thing about a thought about becoming a fornicator or an adulterer is it starts in your mind, and if you don't address it, eventually you will address it. Okay? And when I say that, I mean physically address it. Okay? If you don't address it, okay, Lord, I'm having these impure thoughts about this person or about this thing, about this activity. Okay, you know, I've done this before. I've struggled in that area, you know. Okay? For me, I was married. Okay? So, hey, I was getting sex on a regular or however often. I was married. Okay? The marriage bed is undefiled. Now you go from whatever state of, you know, being intimate whenever you please to now not being intimate at all. That is a consequence of my choice to get divorced. You know, but nobody wants to talk to me about that. Everybody just wants to say, pray, baby. You know, you have consequences for your actions. Is God trying to punish me? No, he's not. Is he punishing me by not sending somebody immediately to take up that role? No, he's not. There are some things I still have to learn about myself. Okay, I've learned a lot of stuff about myself while being here single, and that is that I don't want to be single. So I focus more on not wanting to be single than focusing on what I really have to be grateful for. And that is that I'm still alive, I'm still breathing, my body parts are still functioning, okay? I have 3 beautiful children, okay? I can focus on my children. Do I want my children to be my life? No, I don't, because there are things that I can do with my husband that I can't do with my children. And I'm not talking about sex. You know, there is so much more to being married, being in any kind of relationship than sex, okay? You know, right now where I'm at, it is a stronger thought for me to deal with, not so much having someone to lay in the bed with me at night, but having somebody to cook for, you know, iron their clothes, you know, just tend to do things for, you know. I miss that. I miss that more than sex, you know. Okay, yeah, I still want to have sex, but there are other things that are a stronger or more prevalent thought for me than the sex, you know. And the sex is like a bonus, you know. You get to share yourself with someone and explore, you know, different things, and it's beautiful. Don't let nobody lie to you. You know, they try to, you know, oh, you know, like sex is just evil. No, God created it. But he created it for a husband and wife to share with one another. Okay? And then that's sometimes where we go wrong. We share it with everybody else, and then when it comes time to being intimate with your husband or wife, it's like, it's not what it's supposed to be, because we done shared it with everybody. And that's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother topic. But being single and not having sex, it is possible. You have to find out where you are on the individual, you know, level, and you got to deal with it on your level. Like I said, me being single right now, I cannot date, okay? I cannot date. And then looking at that like this, I'm going to be available, but I'm going to be available while I press forward and explore more my relationship with God and allow him to show me some more things about myself and make me whole from the inside, you know, needing nothing, so that when my husband comes, I can be what I was made to be, and that is a perfect helpmeet, and I can help them meet their destiny. And so then that means when a man comes, he has to know where he's going, and we'll get there together, okay? But deal with it, people. Don't just be there, be single, and just put yourself in all kind of compromising positions and then ask God to bail you out. Take responsibility for your own singleness. Ask for help. Have somebody to talk to, but most of all, be able to talk to God about everything you need to talk to him about. This is SuperLadyCher. I absolutely love you. I like it healthy and whole. Be better than blessed. Be a blessing. Mwah.